Remember when the cloud sounded like marketing nonsense your IT department made up to justify their budget? Yeah, well, that nonsense now runs basically everything you touch in a day. Every day. Your bank, your job's email, Netflix, ChatGPT, the little app that reminds you to drink water. Did you drink water today? Did you drink enough water today? Hey, did you drink enough water today? Every single one of those things is one bad configuration away from being on the front page of the Hacker News. And yet another entry in Have I Been Pwned?
This just in, be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. We do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description.
Welcome to cloud security. So what is cloud security actually? Cloud security is just protecting all the stuff companies dump into Amazon, Microsoft, and Google's gigantic data centers because nobody actually owns servers anymore. They've been outsourced to these massive server farms. And you know they make a lot of noise on the outside? Am I the only one that finds this soothing? Owning servers is for people who also enjoy paying for AC, replacing failed drives, and crying at 3 a.m. when something inevitably catches fire and a server goes down. Instead, companies rent compute, storage, and services from someone else. That someone else being AWS, Azure, a favorite, or the Outcast, GCP, collectively known as the Big Three, or as your CFO calls them, the reason this quarter's bill is making them consider early retirement.
I can tell you I don't have money.
Now, here's the part everyone glosses over and where every single cloud breach you've ever heard of actually lives. It's called the shared responsibility model. Sounds boring, but try to pay attention. Listen. The cloud provider, let's say it's AWS, is responsible for the security of their cloud infrastructure. Their data centers, their hardware, the physical building, the dudes who probably have guns at the front gate, they keep that part locked down tight, hopefully. You are, on the other hand, yes, you, probably a security engineer like me, are responsible for security in the cloud. Your data, your configurations, your access controls, your IAM policies, your storage buckets, and guess which one breaks? 99% of the time. If you guessed the multi-billion-dollar company with armed guards at their data centers, you'd be wrong. It's always, and I mean always, somebody on the customer side using the cloud, leaving the metaphorical front door wide open and then acting shocked when someone walks in. How does it get breached? Misconfigurations. That's the whole video. You can stop watching, subscribe, and move on with your life. I'm kidding. Please don't. My kids need new shoes. But seriously, the number one way cloud security gets breached isn't some hacker in a hoodie cracking encryption. It's not a obscure 0 day that AI, Claude, Mythos, ChatGPT, Cyber chained together in the most convoluted way. It's just somebody somewhere setting up an S3 bucket to public because it was easier than figuring out the permissions, and then forgetting about it for 3 years until a security researcher tweets a screenshot of their findings. Capital One, 2019. 100 million records, names, addresses, credit cards, credit scores, social security numbers. The root cause of it all? A misconfigured web application firewall. Just a teeny tiny oopsie. Cost them around $190 million in settlements and fines. That's not a hack. That's severe lack of due diligence by a hopefully fired security engineer.
Yeah, you guys fucking suck at your job. I'm gonna come down there and beat the fuck.
Then there's APIs. The cloud runs on APIs, the way our gym membership runs on guilt and frustration and the fact that you're probably not gonna go back to the gym after the first week. Everything is connected to everything else through APIs. And every single one is a potential way in. Leave one exposed, forget to authenticate it, leaving a secret key in a public repository somewhere, a webhook client side on your web app, and congratulations. You just built a self-service portal for hackers. Add in account hijacking where attackers fish or brute force their way into a cloud admin account, and suddenly the keys to the kingdom have been relinquished to Ivan in Moscow. There's also insider threats, disgruntled employees doing exactly what disgruntled employees do, and the classic over-provisioned IAM, where someone gets full admin access because granting them just what they need was gonna take an extra 20 minutes to understand and test, and Carl needed it by lunch. It's the same vibes as making the Wi-Fi password 123 because nobody wants to type a real one, or leaving it as the default password, which is on a sticker on the bottom of the router. So the cloud, it's everywhere now. As a result, cloud security has been a thing for a while. So why is it the topic every recruiter on LinkedIn is suddenly losing their mind about? Which, if you didn't already know, cloud security is a booming field. You should look into it. 2 words: artificial intelligence.
Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
Every single AI tool you've ever used, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, OpenClaw, every flavor of image generator, every AI-powered startup agent, none of it runs on your laptop. It all runs on an absolutely massive cluster of GPUs sitting in a hyper-scaled up data center in North Virginia or Oregon or wherever the hell there's cheap power and good fiber. God, I wish I had fiber. Which means AI is fundamentally a cloud problem. And right now, every company on earth is tripping over themselves to slap AI in everything. Every startup has AI powered stamped on it. Every Fortune 500 has a Gen I initiative, which means every one of these companies is pushing sensitive data, customer information, financial records, internal documents, medical records, source code, you name it, through AI systems running on cloud. Where do you think all that data ends up? In the cloud, where it's processed, stored, probably logged, probably with very high retention rates, sometimes leaked because some intern asked the AI a question and allowed AI to access the entire customer database, or they literally pasted the entire customer database in the prompt window. I wish I was lying, but that's based on a true story.
You gave your AI permission to overwrite code in the internal file system? Were you gonna tell me about this?
No. I thought that was the company policy these days.
Now, stack on the new attack surface that didn't exist a few years ago: prompt injection, model poisoning, data leakage from overscoped AI agents, hijacked vector databases, stolen API keys with no rate limiting that rack up 6-figure bills overnight. A CFO is inching closer to retirement. None of this was a job description before 2020s. Now it's all somebody's problem to defend against, and it's becoming a problem real quick. And spoiler alert, that somebody is the cloud security team. And there's not enough of them, not even close, because cloud security has been gatekept for far too long. Cloud security engineers, cloud security architects, DevSecOps people, humans who actually know how to lock down AWS, Azure, and GCP environments are in absurd demand. The global cybersecurity workforce gap is somewhere north of 4 million unfilled jobs, and cloud is one of the hottest specializations inside that. And the pay reflects it. Makes some pretty good money, I gotta tell you. 6 figures starting at most places, mid to senior, people clearing 200 to 300,000, and that's before stock, bonuses, the entire compensation package. It's massive. If you're trying to figure out where to point your career, this is a pretty good direction to point it at. Oh, and by the way, Azure Fundamentals is almost live. Grandfather yourself in before it's too late.